Boom. All right, what's up, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be taking a look at a few EV/green energy stocks. If you guys have been tuned in lately, then you would know that I've been a bit sus on the greater equity markets, S&P, Dow, NASDAQ. But if there is one subsector of the markets that I do think can weather the storm and see some green in a sea of red, it is green energy, electric vehicles, sustainable stocks. All right, so we are going to be taking a look at four names on the chart today. So you can see here on the watch list, talk some technicals and price targets as always on TradingView. Kicking it off with good old LCID or Lucid Motors, friend of the Waves fam. After LCID, we will move on to who else but the king of the EV market, and that is Tesla. Can't make an EV analysis video without covering Tesla. Tesla is to EVs what Bitcoin is to crypto. So ultimately, the price action of Tesla will have some sort of impact on the greater EV markets. And then we will move on to a couple of charging stocks, EV charging stocks. Blink Charging, BLNK, looking very good on the charts right now. And also one of my top 3 stocks of October stock picks. And then close it out on the charts with CHPT or good old ChargePoint. Okay, so those are the 4 stocks we are going to be taking a look at on TradingView once again today. Then after we're finished there, at the end of the video, we will move into a sponsored review of our friends over at Boosh Foods, or ticker symbol, as you can see right here, VGGIF, and this is an OTC stock or over-the-counter stock on the U.S. markets. Okay, that's what that little D signifies right there. All right, so Boosh Foods, looking beautiful, pretty in pink, is plant-based comfort food. If you guys know me, if you guys have been following along, if you're part of the Waves fam, you would know that I'm absolutely not a vegetarian or plant-based, but my lady is plant-based. I have a lot of friends who are plant-based, and I respect you guys. No matter what your reasoning is behind it, to each their own. I respect anyone who is plant-based for once again, whatever reason they choose to be, to each their own. And this sponsored review goes out to the lady, okay? So shout out to Sammy. Anyway, we will be taking a look at Boosh Foods at the very end, of course, going over their website, taking a quick look at their very short and sweet investor presentation, and hopefully educating you guys on what I believe is a very cool company in the sustainable space. So we're covering EVs, green energy. This still falls under that sustainable stock category, and it's actually been holding up pretty well through the volatility. All right, so stick around to the end, you guys. Appreciate it if you check them out. Show Boosh some love, because they are the ones who make all this possible and support the Waves fam. All right, so let's kick it off on the charts with Lucid. As you guys know, once they released the news a couple of weeks back regarding their Lucid Air having the longest range, even overtaking Tesla, we saw a massive breakout. So let's grab a price range real quick, see exactly once we broke out here to the tip that occurred over the course of 3 or 4 days, I believe. LCID saw a 47% run up, which for a stock with a $40 billion market cap, probably 35 at that time, like 32 to 35 billion dollar market cap at this time, is very, very significant. Okay, so significant news. You see some significant price action. Last time we covered LCID on the charts or in the newsletter, one of the two, but we broke out, saw a parabolic run up, actually timed this fairly well, not as good as I could have, but timed this trade pretty well. Once we saw the run up here, the short-term rally just seemed a bit exhausted. Okay, so see a parabolic run up following the breakout of a significant line of resistance on the shorter term downtrend. That is a great looking chart right there, you guys. Parabolic run up. Once we saw this, it seemed to get a little bit exhausted, and I was expecting the pullback. This actually worked out pretty well. So pull back, kind of retest, close that gap right there, retest the initial high, bull flagged out a little bit, and then we saw another little breakout. Today, saw a little bit of downside, but what I'm seeing here is a series of higher highs and higher lows. This high right here technically surpassed this previous high on September 22nd, so that's a good sign. And again, although I am suspect on the greater equity markets, once again, S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow, I do think that EVs and green energy have a great shot at outperforming the rest of the markets. I'm not going to go into the depths of that reasoning right now, but if you spectated the EV sector over the past couple of days, this sector over many other sectors has actually done a very, very good job at outpacing the rest of the market and outperforming the rest of the market once again. So almost acting as a hedge to, again, the equity indices or the equity indexes like the S&P and Dow. Okay, so Lucid looking great in terms of upside potential. I do think that maybe this ascending channel comes back into play. $40 for a long time has been my longer term price target for LCID. And there are a lot of trend lines, as you can see here, that intersect at the end of the month on October 25th. Not guaranteeing this, you guys. Of course, this is all just speculation, but the chart looks great right now. The volume looks great, and $40 is my best case scenario price target for LCID. So let's hope that that my theory proves true in the case that you guys are choosing to trade Lucid, and we see this thing take off. Okay, so moving on to, once again, the king of the EV market, Tesla. Tesla is in a beautiful, beautiful ascending channel, kicking off way back here on May 19th. That's my B day. I mean, you could say it's back here, but anyway, first touch point on support, May 19th. Beautiful. I mean, this is a very textbook ascending channel, you guys. Very healthy, very organic, which I do like to see. It shows health in a stock. Tesla, of course, sitting at a market cap of a whopping $770 billion. Insane. But from a technical perspective, Tesla is in a beautiful ascending channel. I will say right now, we just tested the top side. It only makes sense to me right now. So we tested the top side of this ascending channel September 28th, just yesterday. It only makes sense to me that we're going to be on our way down in the short term. Tesla heavily weights the S&P 500. And because I'm bearish on the SPY and the S&P 500, that's a SPY, I am bearish on Tesla in the short term at least. And if we break out of this ascending channel, I am that much more bearish. But I will say right now, that my argument for plays like Lucid, plays like Blink, plays like ChargePoint, because Tesla has such a large market cap, I do think it's very, very possible that Tesla starts to see a sell-off, and some of the capital that exits Tesla, which once again has a significantly larger market cap than most plays in the sector, like Blink is like a $1.5 billion company, ChargePoint's like a $7 billion company. So if even a small percentage of the capital from Tesla flows out and wants to find a home in other more promising players within the EV green energy sector, which it likely will because it's a very passionate fan base and retail investor base, you could say demographic, I do think it's very possible that capital flows out of Tesla into other more promising plays within the sector, similar to when Bitcoin sells off and you see an altcoin cycle, okay, or altcoins rally and Bitcoin sells off. Same kind of concept here. So I'm hoping we see Tesla sell off. In all honesty, I'm shorting the S&P, so that would be great. But again, I think that if there is one sector, specifically like one subsector of this sector, it's small cap EVs, some of which we are talking about today. Actually, all of which we're talking about today. So bullish Lucid, Blink, ChargePoint, not bullish personally on Tesla. I'll just say that right now. Okay, so let's move on to Blink and then close it out with CHPT. Talk about the charger. So Blink looks amazing on the charts. I'm actually going to go to the daily candles here, you guys. So Blink, a big reason that this is one of my top 3 stocks of October, is because Blink, on top of being a very small cap stock that has seen like crazy attention in the past, the volume's fallen off significantly, which I don't like to see, but everyone in the EV space at this point knows what Blink charging is. You've probably seen their charges around. Blink also proved to kind of weather the storm. Blink was up 2.5% today, while most other stocks in the market were in the red, which I also like to see. And from a technical perspective, you guys all know what we're looking at here. Blink is at the tippy top, at the apex of one of the most beautiful and one of the biggest bull flags I've ever seen, which is my favorite pattern in the trading game, okay? So we are reaching the pinnacle, the apex of this bull flag. Parabolic move up followed by a descending triangle. This kicked off, you could say, in November of 2020. So going on almost a year that this bull flag has been playing out. And this could be a pretty insane break. Again, Blink at a market cap of, where'd it go? 1.2 billion, so less than 1.5, $1.2 billion. And there is so much room for upside here. Again, you guys, the smaller the market cap of a company, the more potential it has to grow in terms of the share price. Less capital inflow to the stock, greater potential for share price appreciation. All right, so coming to the very tip. I mean, if this bull flag resolves, it's going to be within the next week or so. So I'm very excited to see how this plays out. I do think Blink can, I think Blink can see new all-time highs, in all honesty, if what I believe will play out does. But end of month price target, I said this in October's video, is plus 47% from current. Actually, it's going to be more than that because we went down. So plus about over 50% from current levels to my price target at around 44, 45 bucks. All right, so that's Blink, very bullish there. Let's close it out with CHPT. ChargePoint. similar looking pattern, but more of a descending triangle than a bull flag. You could still somewhat call this a bull flag, but parabolic move up. ChargePoint saw a crazy rally along with everything else in the EV green energy sector since then has seen a significant correction. But I really like to see that ChargePoint has found such a strong base right around $20, $19.99. It's currently sitting at $20. Strong psychological, even has proven in the past here, over here and we're on the daily as well, you guys. So very, very strong support over here around 20 bucks. We're seeing a spike in volume. That's very bullish as well. So I think short term at the very least, ChargePoint can go from 20 to like 27, 28 bucks by mid-October to test the line of resistance on the overall downtrend right here. Touch point here. Long-term line of resistance from ChargePoint's all-time high in December, almost Christmas of 2020. And I do think we can see some very, very significant short-term price action. So let's hope that's, again, what I've been thinking does play out. Again, you guys keep in mind, this is all speculation. Always do your own research. Always do your own due diligence. And that, of course, applies to our sponsored reviews as well. So let's dive into Boosh Foods. Again, you guys, if you're still watching, I would appreciate it if you stick around. It really means a lot. Give the video a like. Show Boosh Foods some love. But once again, always do your own research. Boosh Foods, once again, their ticker symbol, if you want to check out the charts, we're not going to be doing that today, but their ticker symbol is VGGIF. Once again, that is on the US OTC markets, all right? Let's take a look at this pretty in pink website, Boosh, plant-based comfort foods. Scroll down here, and then once again, we'll take a look at that short and sweet one-page investor presentation. Comfort food you can feel good about. Boosh believes that going plant-based doesn't mean you need to give up your favorite foods or flavor. We use all the natural ingredients to create dishes that will leave even the most skeptical of foodies wanting more. I looked at a lot of these dishes. These look freaking delicious, honestly. And again, I've eaten a lot of, again, plant-based vegan food, vegetarian food, because my lady, as I said in the beginning, lady is plant-based. A lot of friends are plant-based. So I've eaten a lot of plant-based food, and it's getting pretty damn tasty, okay? So this, at least from an aesthetic perspective, haven't tried it, just to be straight up. Just, it looks delicious. Their presentation is on point. Boosh is growing retailers throughout Canada. So you guys can look at all these many names that you guys probably know and love and shop at yourself, and that's good. Obviously, distribution as a company, expanding your operations, expanding your just potential buyer base and customer base is strong. Quote, so amazing to finally have vegan comfort, convenience food. I work crazy long hours 2 days a week, and it's amazing to be able to just pop an entree in the oven. New on the Boosh blog, you guys can totally go to, God, their photography team is on fire. This avo toast is so well presented. Very beautiful picture here, very hype, very foodie-esque, which I do appreciate as someone who takes a lot of pictures of food myself. And I mean, it's just awesome to see what these guys are doing. And it's just sick. Although I'm not plant-based, I feel good about sharing this company with you guys. Okay, so let's take a look. As you guys know, whenever you're taking a look at a company, whenever you're doing an analysis, always go look at the investors tab on the website. So again, Boosh right here, stock info. Again, you guys can go look at the charts if you want. Join our mailing list. Good pop-up, good pop to have. Obviously, the mailing list is strong. So again, we'll scroll to the bottom here, take a quick look at their one-page investor presentation, download one-pager, and we'll call it a day, all right, you guys? So Boosh, ticker symbols one more time. Why Boosh? 100% plant-based, gluten-free, non-GMO, Beyond Meat Alliance included with two of our entrees, award-winning products. Heat and eat comfort food for the whole family. I like that. Heat and eat. In over 300 stores, including Whole Foods, currently offering 6 delicious frozen meals. 3 new refrigerated items coming in December 2021. Approximately 28% inside ownership. Always like inside ownership because that means they're incentivized to perform and appreciate the stock price. Only 16 million shares outstanding. Over 1,000 investors participated in the IPO. Background, success, and accolades. Founded in 2017 by Connie Marples. Female founder. Love that. Girl power. First products on shelves in 2018 through Metro Vancouver. Available 300 plus Canadian grocery stores. Received Local Innovation Award 2019. Sobeys finalist in Product of the Year 2020. BC Food and Beverage Rising Star Award 2020. BC Food and Beverage. Single serving bowls. There's all the stuff you can get right there. Coconut curry cauliflower. That sounds fire. Entrees for 2. Got some shepherd's pie, some rustic veggie pot pie. I mean, even if you guys don't check out the stock, if you're plant-based, I would recommend trying the food because this all sounds fire and it looks fire as well, as you guys just saw. Competitive advantage, 100% plant-based, non-GMO, gluten-free, and all entrees. Here's the stock info right here. I'll just let you guys look that over. Kind of just covered that. But we'll read over these and then we'll call it. Okay, so consumer trends. Boosh delivers on what consumers are constantly searching for: plant-based, nutritionally balanced, tasty comfort food for the whole family. Social and environmental responsibilities. Boosh recognizes how critically important it is to be part of a sustainable food supply and production while protecting our livestock as well as the earth. Product velocity. Boosh not only offers 6 exceptional tasting frozen meals, but in summer 2021, Boosh is breaking into new refrigeration category with 3 exciting new SKUs, Sloppy Joe's, mushroom gravy, and chili, which are all very comfort foody. And that's what I think is kind of differentiates this company from many others. They're making like comfort food. You got pot pie, you got Sloppy Joe's, mushroom gravy, you got chili, which are all very traditional dishes for the soul that include meat. And the fact that they're making these plant-based is amazing. And again, their eco-friendly approach and their sustainable approach makes me just respect them that much more. Okay, so check out Boosh Foods. I'll link all of the stuff down below, the website, the ticker symbols, etc. Again, you guys, these are the friends. These are the companies that make all this possible. And again, this is a we thing, not a me thing. So please show Boosh Foods some love. Give the video a like. Show them we care. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of all the names we talked about today as well. What is your favorite play in the EV/green energy sector? And I look forward to talking to you guys downstairs in the comments. So until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.